Okay, in this one I'm going to show you quickly one of these questions that I did. The first one, how to do it on these calculators, or at least how to use it to your advantage on questions like this. So first of all, let's do Casio. If you go here, go to statistics. Where is that? There you go. Like this. Now you won't have anything here, but I went ahead and put the data T and D in here. So I just kind of put it all in there. So I'm happy with that. And then you simply hit F1 for graph right here. And this doesn't really matter, but I'll just go with graph 1. And it'll do it for you. There it is. Okay? So that's great. You get an idea of what it looks like. So if you have to graph it yourself, you can see if you're on or not. Now what you can do is you can define the graph, which means do a best fit line or a best fit curve. Now you've already calculated it, or at least we did on paper. And let's check to see if we got it. So if I go here, it'll take me to this screen, which is where you put in the equation. And I'm going to put in that equation that I came up with and see if I'm correct. So I had 3 cosine bracket 30t, so 30x, close bracket, plus 7. You can watch the other video if you don't know where I got that equation. And then hit draw. There it is. That looks great to me. I am satisfied and I feel confident that that equation works for this data. That's it. Okay. You can stop now unless you've got a TI-84. Now how do you do it on TI-84? Okay. Here, the stat button is right here. So I'm going to go to stat and then edit some data. Now I've already put it in on column 1 and 2. Okay, same as before. Now I go back to stat, same stat button, boom, and I go, I want to calculate something. And actually that's not true. I'm not going to do that. I was going to show you something else. I lied. Just put in the data like that. Now we can graph it. Now here you'll see stat plot. So you're going to plot some statistics. So I'll go there, second y equals. And it doesn't matter which graph I use. I'll just use the first one. Turn it on. And then it gives you some choices here. You can do, this is the one we're going to use. But this joins it together. Again, if you hear my neighbors swearing, I apologize. Bar graph, box and whisker plot, those things. But we don't need any of that. It's just the first one. This was your X and Y and what kind of little mark you want. None of that really matters. Next thing you got to do is go to your window. The one thing the TI does not do is automatically set what scale your graph is. So if I go here, I want my X's to go from 0 to 12. So 0 and then 12. You can go a little further if you want, but you don't need to. And what my Y values are. My minimum was 4 and my maximum was 10.1. So let's go a little lower, 2. Let's go a little higher. Let's go 12. That gives you a little space on your graph. And then if you hit graph, there you go. So same kind of deal. And I can go back to just y equals and then check my calculation. 3 cosine bracket 30t, oops, too many brackets, 30x bracket plus 7. Enter, and then graph that. And okay, this little free app is a little bit slower, but you get it also. Now, word of warning here, when on the TI, when you go and you do some other work and you're graphing and stuff, if you take a look here, you'll notice this is darkened, and that means it's trying to plot data and it could get confused. So if you do not need that data anymore and you don't want it on your graph, just go up there, press enter so it's cleared like that. And then it's not plotting your graph. Here, I'll show you. See, now it's just that line. Okay? So you can turn it on and off that way. Okay? That's it for the first question.